Hi everyone, Ethan here with another Adobe Premiere Pro tutorial. Today we'll just go over adding basic audio transitions to different audio clips within Premiere Pro. We already have our sequence set up, New England trip, and we have our clips here put together. And notice I have two different audio tracks or music selections here on audio track A1. Now the goal is to fade the music in, and then we're going to fade from this song into this song, and then we're going to fade this audio clip out. So before we get started, I'm going to jump to the beginning of my sequence by hitting the up arrow on the keyboard. I'm going to hit spacebar just to give you an idea of how this intro is already sounding without the audio transition added. Okay, so it kind of just jumps into it. We want it to kind of fade in with that dip to black transition that we've already added. So once again, I'm going to hit the up arrow on the keyboard to jump to the beginning of my sequence here. And I'm going to go ahead and click on the double arrow drop down menu in the project panel, and I'm going to navigate down to effects. And we're going to find our audio transitions within the folder, audio transitions, and we're going to drop that down, and then we'll twirl down the crossfade as well. So we have constant gain, constant power, and exponential fade. Constant power is currently our default transition, and you can tell because it's outlined in blue here. However, right now we just want to add the constant gain to this first audio clip. That way the music is fading in. So I'm just going to click and drag this over to the clip, and I'm going to hover over top of that left side of the audio clip, and it's going to snap to the beginning of that clip. I'm going to zoom in on my timeline by hitting plus on the keyboard, and I can select this clip and then navigate up to effect controls. This is going to share the information as far as how long it is, or if it's in between two audio clips, we can choose different alignment options, which I'll show you here in a second. So if we want to change the duration of this clip, we can either select this input field, and let's say we wanted to make it a 2-second audio transition. I could just type 200 and hit enter. And as you can see, it's extended that audio transition to the 2-second mark. I'm going to go ahead and hit Command Z. Another way we can do this is up in the effect controls panel. If we hover over top of the right side, you'll see that red bar with a red arrow pointing to the left. I can just click on the edge of that transition, and I can click and drag that to extend it as well. Now hit Command Z. We can actually select it within our timeline and hover over top of the right side as well. And I'm going to click and extend that all the way out. And then I'm going to hit spacebar to give this a quick preview and see how this audio clip sounds fading in. Alright, that's a lot more subtle. So let's go ahead and zoom out on our timeline. I'm going to navigate over to the location where we actually change songs within our sequence. Let's give this a quick preview, and I'm going to hit spacebar again to play this out, see how it sounds. Alright, and that's obviously a really harsh cut from one song to the next. And you can even see that's going to occur because of these wave files and the decibel spikes here within these audio clips. So once again, I'm just going to place that playhead in between these two audio clips, and we're going to go with constant power this time. All you're going to do is click and drag that, and it's going to center in between those clips there. And once again, we can select this audio transition to see the options that we have with our effect controls. Now again, we can change the duration of the transition by clicking in this input field, and I'm going to type 200 again to make that a 2-second transition. And this time we actually have alignment available because it is between two audio clips here. It's going to give us the option to align at the start of cut, the end of cut, and the center at cut. Right now I do want it to fade from this audio clip into this audio clip pretty evenly, so let's go ahead and give this a quick preview as well. Alright, so that transition is definitely smoothed out there. Now, if we wanted to add this a different way, I'm just going to select this audio transition and hit delete on the keyboard. And I'm going to jump back to where that audio changes from one song to the next. And I'm going to select that edit there. All you're going to do is click in between each audio clip, and it's going to give you that red bar indicating that you have selected the cut. And our keyboard shortcut is going to be Command-Shift-D. And since that is our default crossfade audio transition, it's going to automatically add that constant power. Once again, if I wanted to change the length, I could always do it within the actual timeline itself, or I can do it with the input field in effect controls. Alright, so the last transition that we'll be adding is exponential fade. This is going to fade our music out with our dip to black transition that we've placed here. Let's go ahead and give this a listen to see what it sounds like without it. Alright, so it kind of ends harshly. It has that hard cut at the end. So again, I'm just going to click and drag this over the right side of this audio clip. I'm going to select the transition, and then I'm going to type in 115, and that's going to make it 1.5 seconds long. And let's give it a listen to see how this sounds whenever we have this audio clip fading out. All right, that's a lot smoother, a lot more subtle. All right, everyone, that's your basic tutorial on how to add audio transitions within Adobe Premiere Pro. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you did, please subscribe and check back for more. And as always, have a great day.